Welcome. You're always on to the channel Truly Ghanaian TV. The name is Efu Selassie. On today's episode of Truly Ghanaian TV, we are speaking to a young fashion designer from Ashaiman. How about Stone? Everything cool.
Everything I love.
What be your full name?
My full name Vinyo Michael Ako.
Vinyo?
Vinyo.
Yeah,
V-I-N-Y.
Okay. Can you tell us a little about yourself? Your family background, where you from?
My family background. I was born at Florida, Tafo.
Okay.
And then later on, my daddy was transferred to Go in Praiso. We were transferred to Dumasi. So that's where I had my basic education. I attended Accra Secondary School. So from there, I went into press. I worked with the press for like 2-3 years.
Press as in
printing press.
Printing press? Okay.
Yes. For 2 to 3 years. I went back to school, School of Aviation. Okay. So after School of Aviation, I studied shipping management at School of Aviation. After that, I worked at the port.
After all this, why fashion design? Because you've been to School of Aviation.
Yeah.
And pick a good career from there.
Oh yeah, sure. I was even working at the port as a clearing agent. It got to a time I thought I have to do something on my own. So working under somebody is stressful. So I decided to do something on my own. It wasn't something because I wanted to do something on my own, that's why I chose fashion. No. Growing up, I realized I'm much in love with fashion. Yes. So I went for a program, and by then I was having a designer. So the designer gave me a dress. So at the program, a guy asked me, said, "Hey, Tuntu, your dress is nice. Who did this nice design for you?" And then there was a friend sitting by my side, and the guy was like, "Oh, he did everything by himself."
Okay. He lied.
He lied.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay. So I was like, "Wow, okay, yes, Charlie, I did everything by myself." So that's how the whole thing started. So I came home. The guy took my number. Then he called me. He was like, "Don't I want you to sew something for me? One, I can't even take measurements. I can't even fix buttons." You understand? So I was like, "Okay, where I am, you should just send me his picture, then I'll work on it for you." Then the guy sent the picture. I gave the picture to the designer. The designer did the work, and I delivered the work to the guy.
Okay.
So doing all these things, I was like, no, I can start doing
it by yourself.
By myself. And I went to School of Angelo Fashion Institute at Tema. I paid the forms and I started.
Okay. So how long has it been since you entered into the fashion?
From school or
from school, after school?
Okay.
When you really started it commercially?
Commercially, July will be 4 years.
4 years. Okay. So before then, how was it going?
It wasn't easy. I didn't have any idea of fashion. The whole thing was I just loved fashion. I didn't have a plan to say I'll be learning it. So starting the whole thing was something. It was very weird because I can't even fix buttons. I don't know anything about it. But the teachers kept on telling me, "Charlie, you can make it." Some also started like this, and now they are here. With my parents, I would say they have always been there.
Okay.
They have always been there to support me. Let's say the family. They are always there to support whatever you want to do. They want to support. Okay. But you see, with friends, it wasn't easy. You understand? With friends, it wasn't easy because working at the port, switching from clearing agent to fashion. See, initially we have this mentality that when you want to go into
fashion, yeah, so that was what I wanted to ask you. But like looking at the perception the society has about fashion design.
You see, I believe in one thing. What you think or what you are seeing That is not what everybody sees. You understand? So my vision, I thought my vision is different from their vision. So I just have to do whatever I think is right for me. I don't have to listen to them. Okay, so that's how I started the whole thing.
Okay, so what are some of the major challenges you faced while starting, and then even as you are working now, what are some of the challenges you are facing?
Okay, so the major challenges I faced whilst I was starting this. Initially, I used to be a worker who works at the port. So meaning I've enjoyed
The switch.
The switch.
Okay.
I've enjoyed money, at least a little. So the one major challenge is waking up early in the morning, going to your father, telling your father that I'm going to school.
Wow.
So give me job money. It's a challenge.
It's like you're starting afresh.
You're starting afresh. The second thing too is looking at the age.
The age difference. Didn't that scare you?
Not at all. I didn't even think about it.
I
didn't think about it. The age difference and my friends. It was a big challenge because when I was in school, some were getting married, some were building, some were buying cars and other things. So you think about all these things and it becomes a whole problem on its own. But I encourage myself.
So the fashion design industry itself in Ghana, how do you see it, and is it paying?
Yes.
Is it paying enough to be able to build a future with?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now fashion is paying. I will always advise everybody who chooses fashion that he or she is not going to get disappointed because now the work is really paying. But then it all depends on how you brand yourself. It all depends on how you
So
work.
that takes me to the question: what are some of the qualities that you think have brought you to this point?
One, you always sell what you do, and by what you wear, your appearance. Two, how have you branded yourself? You understand? So me, one, I think some of the qualities that has helped me to this stage is the way I present myself to people. I'm very humble. I'm very open, free-minded person. I'm always down to earth. And I think these are some of the qualities that have brought me to this.
And there's this thing about fashion designers and some other service providers, they delay work.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see, it's no matter what, you can't say every day you'll be on point. But then with my side, I won't say I don't disappoint people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do disappoint people, but it shouldn't be something that people will know you that this guy Charlie. Yes, this guy is going to disappoint you. No, it shouldn't be like that. Okay. So I don't believe in disappointment because as a human being, if you disappoint me, I also get mad.
Yeah.
You understand? So I also don't believe in disappointment. So I always try my possible best to deliver my things on time.
At this point of your career, I think you've built something good for yourself. You have machines, you have workers. How many employees do you have now?
Okay, so let's say I have two workers and about 30 students.
About 30 students.
I believe in the future. I started with one sewing machine and one knitting machine.
Did you envision yourself to get to this point? Do you see yourself getting to this point?
Yes, because in school, the teachers used to tell me we can't hear people saying, no, Michael have failed.
Yeah.
You understand? So I've always encouraged myself that no, if people are buying mansions, if people are buying cars from whatever they are doing, I can also do same from what I'm doing. So all those things encouraged me. And the owner of Angelo Fashion Institute, she's driving range, Camry, she's driving a whole lot of cars from the same business. So why can't I also achieve such things from the business? So yes, I would see myself not even to this level.
With that being said, would you say that some of those material things has motivated you to get to this place? Or what is your motivation?
Sure, the personality.
The personality.
Especially the owner of my former school, the personality, some of the material things. You see, being a human or being human beings, definitely material things will definitely encourage me. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, because as a young guy, you need a car, you need a house. You need...
What motivates you in life? When you wake up every morning, what gets you going? Because sometimes you get discouraged as you know.
Sure.
Yeah. So what motivates you?
My parents.
Okay.
I don't want to disappoint them.
Okay.
So I'll say my parents. I don't want to disappoint them.
Okay.
They motivate me, and also helping people.
Right.
You understand? Because you need money before you can help someone. So if those people don't motivate you, if those things don't become your priority, you wouldn't even work. There's this guy I'm always looking up to, Learn Life Clothing. Yes. They have a relationship called Learn Life Religion. Yes. He inspires and motivates me a lot.
So in your 4 years of work, you were talking about helping people. So what are some of the things? I think it's very young to ask for us to ask what are some of the things you are doing to support people. But I'll still ask what are some of the things you are doing to support other people.
So some of the things I've done so far, when I started earlier, I took 2 people who didn't pay anything, no tuition fee. I gave them machines. Yes, I gave them machines. And some of the students too have paused their fees because of their problems, because of what they are going through. I also support some financially. So these are some of the things I'm doing to support my students.
So what type of fashion are you into? Are you into everything?
I'm into everything. I'm into everything.
Everything like
from jumper to suit, from straight dress to wedding gowns. We are into everything.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you plan to take Tuntu? Is it Tuntu?
Tuntu's, the institution is Tuntu's Bara Institute.
Tuntu's Bara Institute.
Yes, and then my clothing line is Mr. Bara.
Mr. Bara.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Bara. So in the next 5, 6 years, I'm really seeing myself somewhere. Okay. Because all the big names you are hearing, Abrantier, Elikem Kumoji, Learn Life Clothing, all the big names, they started from somewhere. Some years back they were somewhere, but today we are seeing them on the televisions, we are seeing them all over. So I believe by 5, 6 years to come, we will also get there, because they are also growing and they'll be fading out. Yeah. And some of us too have to replace them. So
very true. So what would you tell any young upcoming fashion designer? What would be your advice for him?
What I will tell all the upcoming fashion designers, we are all working for money, and there's a whole lot of money in fashion, depending on how you are seeing the whole thing. Yeah. And you don't see the success of somebody today, and you fight for the person's success.
Same position.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
That person started somewhere. Some 5 years back, some 10 years back, Elikem Kumoji was nobody. You understand? So you don't fight today, but you fight for tomorrow. You understand? So what I'll tell all the young ones coming up, not only the young fashion designers, all the young ones coming up, who sees Benz and they go like wow, who sees Range Rover, they go like wow. Ask the person, how many years has the person been in business? You understand? Yes. So the young ones, we should be focused. Let's learn hard. Put all in whatever we are doing, and then we can get to wherever we want to get to.
So tell us where we can contact you.
Okay, IG, Mr. Bara. That's for now. It's apart from that one, will be my line.
Okay, you can put your line out.
Okay, so 0544 88 1244. 0544 88 1244. And then to the government as well, to the public as well, I like everybody to support individuals, to to support the young ones who are into trading, makers, who are into fashion, who are into all these things that we are doing. Because now here in Ghana, all these people are helping to bring unemployment down here. So I think the government should also channel their strength and support all these people.
And there's this movement going on about supporting Ghana-made
Sure.
stuff.
Sure.
What's your
Yes, I believe in that, because the more we support in our own thing, that is how we can. That's the beginning of greatness. The moment you start believing in yourself is the beginning of greatness. So if you don't believe in yourself, you can't be great. So as Ghanaians, we have to start believing in whatever we are doing.
Just as you said, believe in yourself, believe in Ghana. Let's support Made in Ghana. This is Tonto Bara Institute, Bara Collections on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at Truly Ghanaian1. Subscribe to my channel at Truly Ghanaian TV. Have a blessed day.